All right, so welcome to another video. Today I want to check out AMD. It's coming into a nice buying opportunity, I believe, and I'll share with you some thoughts. Keep in mind, none of these are recommendations to buy, sell, or trade anything. It's just my own personal opinion, and if you want to grab my opinion, you can do so by going onto our website here, and you can go to tradersfly.com and check it out. There's a ton of great freebies in here. You can just go to the top, download some of those, or you can also go into our Discord channel right here, where I also go ahead, give you some insights, some trading tips periodically, and just some stock movers from time to time. So anyways, as we take a look at AMD here, what I want to show you here is some of the interesting support levels here that we're coming into. Now, this stock has been selling off quite a bit here. And from the highs, we are down about 39%. We've reached a high here in, let's say, 11/30/2021. And that high was 164.46. And now we are down to about $103. So that puts us down about 38% or so. Now, what's interesting is that we came back to those levels right around in January, to those $100 price level, and we trade around there in around October. But now what's going on is that we're basically going into that level right here. We've got some nice support that's possibly starting to build. And what you can see right here is that we're hitting this level a couple of times. And by hitting this level a few times, it could be a nice nibbling opportunity, because as you're getting into this level, you're starting to see, hey, are we starting to base a little bit? Now, I think it's still a little early, meaning it's like, hey, if you're getting in on it, make sure you get in on it lightly and gently, because it can easily snap up and then roll back over and go under the 100. It's not to say that 100 is like a perfect magic number, but it is a psychological number that, you know, a lot of people are kind of watching and saying, ooh, it's getting into the $100 price point. Maybe I'll take a little bit and buy some more. So they start averaging down, because chances are that stock's not going to go to zero, as I kind of like to look at it and say, hey, well, is it going to go to zero? Probably not. So they start nibbling on it. And as they start to nibble on it, that'll start driving the price a little higher. So again, we're starting to base a little bit right here, which is what happened here. And this is what's happening right here. We got into it, touched it, and now we're starting to kind of grind a little bit up. So watch out for this point right here. I think it could be an interesting point if you were looking to get long into the stock right now. And especially if you start seeing this start turning around, this could be a really nice positive move. And that's where you could get a massive buying opportunity, is if it starts creating some really good moves like this to the upside, like here, and then we pull back, you know, and start pulling back. If we start creating kind of like these higher lows and higher highs, that's where you can get some really nice moves. So anyways, that's why I say keep an eye on your radar. You know, the stock could still sell off for a little while, and it still could have some selling pressure on it. But right here, you're starting to come into a very nice sweet spot in that $100 price point. So that's what I want to share with you today, is that watch those price levels. You got some explosive moves after a pullback. So here you've had a little bit of a pullback for a little bit. This lasted a couple months, and then the stock moved very well. So here we're pulling back now for a handful of months already. And if this is kind of going to become a buying opportunity, that could move also very, very nicely. And we've had that 38, 39% pullback. So that's fairly significant. It's just more of, hey, can we digest the move and allow the dust to settle a little bit beforehand? So anyway, it's a cautionary area. Be careful. It's not one I would be too aggressive on right away, but it's one that you could start nibbling on. And if it starts picking up some speed, that's when you can get a little more aggressive into it. So that's the way I would personally approach it. Anyways, I hope that helps. Thank you so much for joining me. Feel free to check out the Traders Fly channel, which is the options trading channel that I have. Or check out the tradersfly.com website, where you can get some more insight on some great freebies and some live classes and much more. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.